All right, y'all. So I'm here for Black Ink Crew New York. This is season 6, episode 3. I'm gonna save Sky last for obvious reasons, and I'm gonna just talk about everything else that happened in the episode first. So the episode starts off at 1:13, of course. Mel, she left the party early, so she had no idea that Donna had gotten into a fight or whatever. So Donna is actually walking her through the situation, like she actually is taking her outside to where the fight, the big brawl or whatever happened at. And she was like, yeah, I pulled the Duchess and I pulled some mace out my underwear and everything. And, Walt was like, yeah, beware of Donna if she got on some underwear because that girl don't never have on any underwear. And in the midst of them having this conversation, the girl that Walt called himself hiring at the party while he was under the influence shows up to, supposedly start her first day. And Mel is like, I didn't authorize this or nothing like that. And Walt's like, come on, we really need a receptionist and da da da. So Mel acts like she's really gonna give her a chance. So, Mel, they go back inside and Mel is telling her, oh, well, we do need some paper towels if you can run to the store real quick and everything. So the girl goes out the door. Mel decides to pretty much lock her out so she can't come back in. And I was just like, I mean, okay, girl, why didn't you just say that from Jump Street? If you wasn't cool with her being hired, or wasn't cool with Walt, hiring her, like he got management position or whatever, why? I mean, you could have just been like, well, I'm the manager and I didn't authorize this, so you're going to have to turn in the application, or, something like that. I just felt like her doing that just really wasn't necessary. But anyways, then we get, Cease and Ted. Cease goes back to the doctor to get his results to see if he has any type of STDs and everything. So the doctor is being all dramatic about it, and mind you, Ted is waiting for him in the waiting area. So the doctor is being all dramatic about his results and everything, and he tells Cease that he does have an STD. And Cease, he all freaking out and shit, like, oh my god, doc, like my career might be over with. You know what I'm saying? Like I do tattoos, and I deal with blood, from the tattoos and everything. And the doctor pretty much tells him, Cease, you got a UTI. Like you're going to be fine. Like take these this prescription, you're going to be fine and everything. And I was kind of cracking up because yes, the doctor was being real dramatic about it, like he had HIV or something like that. But maybe this will wake Cease up and make him be more aware, especially for a grown ass man not to know that you can get a sexually transmitted disease through oral sex. Like, yeah, I'm glad the doctor did it like that, And so like I said, the doctor gave him a prescription to take, and he'll be good to go and everything. And Cease comes out and tells Ted about it, and Ted is just laughing his ass off. And like I said, I was laughing my ass off too. So, anyways, almost gave Cease a heart attack. But anyways, so we're back at 113th. Everybody is clowning Cease about him. I think did he have like cucumbers or kiwi or something like that in his water? He had like a big jug of water and everything. And they pressing Cease about it, and Cease is like, man, I'm just trying to change my life around or whatever. Like, I'm not about to, go into details of what I found out or whatever. And Donna, she's like, oh, what, you got something or whatever? She ain't say it to him, but she said it in the confessional and everything. So, through all this, he claims he's going to repair his relationship with his baby mama. And I'm just like, so you getting a UTI just made you have this revelation to repair shit with your baby mama. Ted, he's like, this the same woman that, put you on child support 9 times, put you in jail 6 times, and I think he said the baby mama even kicked him in the balls at one point in time or something like that. And Ted is like, yeah, you tripping and all this other stuff. And I'm like, no, he really do need to repair his relationship with his baby mamas, by the fact that they have a child together and his child is a teenager now. And she really needs both of her parents. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why it had to take for him to get a UTI for him to come to that revelation, but I mean, yeah, he needs to, go ahead on and fix that situation. But anyway, so Mel's dude Lalo, he comes in with flowers for Mel, after, kind of embarrassing her the other day when he had came in about her, owing the IRS, $30,000. And I was just looking at him like, I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him, y'all. Like, but anyway, so along with the flowers, he takes her outside and he shows up with this RV. It says that they're going to be living in there now or whatever, so that way they don't have to pay any taxes or whatever, to New York and everything. They could just move around freely, until they pay their debt off and all this other stuff. And I was just like, and it was like, she was saying how it was like one of them old school RVs. I was like, yes, like that little ass thing. It ain't no room or nothing. But I mean, I guess when you $30,000 in debt with the IRS, I guess you know, what can you really say? But I think he said that they wasn't going to give up the apartment or whatever. They just wasn't going to live in it, or I don't, something like that. He was saying, I don't know, but I was just like, I mean, and then especially because of the fact they have a 1-year old, I'm like, well, damn, y'all couldn't at least got a studio apartment. But then, I mean, it is New York, and New York is expensive, so I mean, hey, it'd probably be a lot just to get a studio apartment. I don't know, but yeah. So moving on, I think it was like the next day at 1:13 or whatever. Donna is asking, Mel, like, what was up with Lalo coming with the RV last night and everything. And Mel, she's like, it's just like a romantic gesture or whatever. And, she's saying that she has a hard time getting respect from them as a manager. She's not about to tell them about her financial issues, and which I understand that they don't need to know everything, you know what I'm saying? And the guy, the vagina slayer, or Alex, whatever you want to call him, he comes back to prove himself, to prove that he should be a part of Black Ink and everything. He comes through this time with an operating gun machine. And, he finishes the tattoo for his best friend. And, he finishes and everything. And Mel is like, oh, I don't love it. I'm not a big fan of it because, the tattoo was touching another tattoo that the girl already had and everything. And Caesar's like, hold up, let me look at it. You know what I'm saying? And he's asking the best friend, well, do you like it or whatever? And she's like, I love it and everything. And Caesar's like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start him off as an apprentice. And Mel is like, I already got one ass to wipe at home. I don't need another and everything. And I'm just like, what are you being a manager for if you got a problem with being an apprentice to somebody? You know what I'm saying? And, C's is like, I mean, can't nobody be worse than, Donna. I was like, exactly. Because, I mean, although, yeah, old boy could use some work and everything, I mean, the shit that he did was better than what Donna been presenting us. Okay, and she done more than one tattoo up here. But anyway, so Donna, she's like, if you can't stand behind the person that you hire, then maybe Walt should be manager. And I was like, yeah, because Mel, you just, I don't know, you just being on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, maybe Walt do need to get his position back as manager, because if you guys been watching since season 1, you guys know that he was the manager, but I forgot what happened or whatever, but because that was so long ago. But yeah, maybe he should get his position back. I don't know, but I totally agree with Donna when she said that. Like, you the one who hired him, and like C said in last week's episode, you should have did your research. So that's your fault, okay? So anyways, then we get C's later on. He's at dinner, he's practicing what he's going to say to his baby mama before she shows up to the dinner. And, she finally shows up and everything, and it's kind of awkward a little bit at first, she don't even want to shake the motherfucker's hand. And pretty much he's telling her that she wants them to be cool. They're gonna be stuck together forever because they have a kid, and they only got 5 years before she goes off to college and everything. And she needs both of her parents, unless let's put the past in the past. And she's like, okay, but I'm still looking for 3 words or whatever. And he says, I'm sorry. And she's like, for what? And he's like, for everything. It's a long list. I'm just sorry for everything. So she's cool with that, but she does have some ground rules. One of them being to stop cursing around their daughter. And I'm like, yes, because he's got a filthy mouth. And I know y'all probably like, I got a nerve to be talking, but I don't have any kids. Ha ha. And she also was saying, stop calling me your baby mother or whatever. I'm the mother of your child, so show some respect, and we'll be all good and everything. So he's cool with that. I was cool with that. Whatever. Anyways, so we finally are at we're finally at Sky's situation. So she arrives in Texas. And, the adoptive mom of her 2 sons, she opens up the door. Her and her daughter, which was Genesis and Dez's, sister, they're hugging Sky and everything and just instantly embracing her or whatever. And, the adoptive mom is telling Sky all about the boys and everything, what they like, what they don't like, what part of the table they sit at or whatever. And, Sky, she says, would it be okay to see the boys and everything? And she says, it definitely would be good to see Dez, which is her youngest son, because, he's been waiting to see you and everything, this, that, and third, and I know he'll be very happy. But she goes into the oldest son, Genesis, the one who did, the interview or whatever. She says that she hasn't seen him since, the summer. And she was saying how Alton, which is, Genesis' father, the guy who came on the show, 2 years ago, which they showed us in the clip on last week's episode when he came on the show 2 years ago apologizing to Sky. But now 2 years later, it's like he done flipped the script. The adoptive mom was saying that, Alton had reached out to Genesis, like a year ago, and was saying that all this, was telling him all this stuff that he was going to do for him. And the adoptive mom thought that his intentions were pure at first, but now she doesn't feel as such. She feels like Genesis has changed, since he's come around. And, the adoptive mom is telling Sky when he left this house, he loved you. He knew the truth and everything. You know what I'm saying? And she feels as though pretty much Alton is putting stuff like in his head and everything. And the way things is just kind of unraveling a little bit, the way things is kind of looking right now, it do seem that way. It do seem like, he got to, Genesis first or whatever to, tell his part or whatever, to tell, whatever he wanted to say about Sky, or try, to try to make Sky look bad for whatever reason, because once again, he did come on the show 2 years ago apologizing to Sky and everything, because, he's older than Sky. And I know Sky gave us a whirlwind last season with her bullshit or whatever. I know she did a lot of shit that just had us all like, come on, like really, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know why people not jumping down his throat too, because like I said, I believe he was older than Sky when they, had Genesis and everything. Like, why couldn't he take, Genesis in or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are people not jumping down his throat as well? Like I said, I'm not saying Sky's all innocent. I, still not too sure about, this story and everything. But from what, like I said, what's being presented to us right now, it do seem like Alton to kind of put some stuff in that boy head to make, to just make Sky just look the worst. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he got to Genesis first before, Sky did. So automatically, this being Genesis, birth father and Genesis obviously probably wanted answers and everything. Um, he gonna take his father's word for it because he's vulnerable. That's the word I'm looking for. He's vulnerable, so he's probably like, oh, well, this is my birth dad. He came to see me before my mom did, so I'm gonna just take his word for it. So, yeah, but let's continue with the show. I just wanted to throw that out there. I apologize if I was all over the place. I was, trying to get my thoughts together, but I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. But anyway, so yeah, the adoptive mom is saying that she tells Sky that she will try to reach out to Genesis for her. So then, they're waiting on Dez to come home from school and everything. He comes through the door. He immediately embraces Sky or whatever, hugging her and everything. And they checking each other out, the facial features that they share in common and birthmarks and all this other stuff. So, they go outside to talk and everything. And she starts to get emotional. She apologizes for not being there for him and everything, and this, that, and the third. And he, tells him, oh, you ain't gotta apologize. Like, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, look where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to apologize, this, that, and the third. And, like I said, he was just really embracing her. And I've also have seen, like, to this day, pictures of her and Dez, together or whatever. So obviously that relationship is still, progressing and everything. But I think it's going to be a while before her and Genesis ever, I don't know. But anyways, okay. So the next day, she's at Dez's football game and everything. And, old Dez got him some groupies, got girls, wearing his number on them and everything. And, the mom, after the game or whatever, the adoptive mom, she tries to get in touch with Genesis like one more time. So she's calling him, he answers, and she's like, do you want to meet your mom and everything? And he's pretty much like, nah, I don't want to meet her or whatever. And, the adoptive mom is trying to, put some good energy out there to him as to why he should be open to, meet Sky and everything. And, the adoptive mom, after she hangs up the phone, she tells Sky, it's only because, Alton is right there, standing right there with him. That's probably the only reason why he don't, want to meet you or whatever, this, that, and the third. So then, I guess Genesis had a change of heart because him and Sky met up, I guess, like the next night or whatever. He instantly comes in with the attitude. And let me say this. I understand him being upset with his mom. Like I said, he's, 19 or he might be 20 by now. Like I said, he's very vulnerable, and years of not seeing his mom and especially seeing her on this reality TV show and feeling like, damn, why she been ain't come see me? You feel what I'm saying? So I totally understand where his anger is coming from. He has every right to be upset. But I just wish he kind of would have at least tried to really hear Sky out and hear her side of the story. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, so like I said, he immediately comes in with the attitude. And I just was just holding on to myself watching this scene because this scene was just so uncomfortable for me to watch. You know what I'm saying? He sits down at the table with her. He can't even look at her in the eye. And that boy looked just like Sky, like split an image of her. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to explain her case, explain that she was fucked up and hopping from, group home to group home and all this other stuff and everything. And, she was saying when she first started TV, she pretty much, I guess she was saying she still didn't have much or whatever. And, he says that that's bullshit. And, it looked like he was trying to hit her or something. I was like, hold on now. Hold on. Like I said, I understand he's mad and everything, but when he did that, like, I just was like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? And, security comes in. grabs him up and everything. And I must say, he was bodying security low key. Like, he was throwing motherfuckers off him and shit. I said, oh, now, hold on. I was like, oh, no. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so, security is pulling Sky away. And even though he, tried to hit her, or at least it looked like he tried to hit her, she's still yelling for security to get off of him, get off my son, don't touch him and all this other stuff. And, they take her back into the car or whatever, and she's just emotional and everything. And that was the episode, you guys. It was a lot. Like I said, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Like I said, I know my thoughts was just all over the place because this whole situation is just all over the place, yeah, I don't know. But if her baby daddy, if Alton, is kind of pumping stuff into that boy's head, that is fucked up. That really is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I feel like people should be jumping on him too. You know what I'm saying? Not just jumping on Sky. But like I said, I could understand why people would jump on Sky because, like I said, she gave us hell last season, the way she was acting, and she's the one who's on TV. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. If I do not see you guys on Christmas, I wish you guys a happy Merry Christmas, early and everything. Like I said, not sure if I'm going to be in here or not. I'm not even sure if any shows are going to be on or not. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if I don't see you guys on Christmas, I'll see y'all probably later on in the week. Like if Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives of Atlanta come on, I'll probably do those videos like after Christmas and everything. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys come back, share here, share there, share every motherfucking where, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.